Okay, now let's study about the history of HTML5. Okay, we have done with the drawbacks of HTML4, and we even saw the what's the difference between 4 and 5. And now let's study the history of HTML5. So these are the points, detailed points which I'm going to cover on the history of HTML5. Okay, let's start. What working group is born? Founded in 2004, the WG with members from Apple, the Mozilla Foundation and Opera Software sets out to develop HTML5. Okay, they started to work with what? This is the group company name. Okay, what working group? Okay, the HTML5 has started to working with this. Okay, then the second thing is, and one more thing, it was done on 2004. Okay, World Wide Web Consortium W3C. Okay, announces it will work with what working group on October 2006. It started to work, started to develop with HTML5, and then this was announced in October 2006. And then the third point is, first version of HTML5 is published on 2008. The first draft of HTML5 written by Lan Ixon is introduced by changes are still coming. Experts say that HTML5 is a continually evolving technology that will never be absolutely finished. As I told you earlier, I mentioned that HTML5 will overcome the drawbacks of HTML4. But in each and every version, not only it will overcome the drawbacks, but even it will add some features, right? So they are announcing it as that HTML5 is a never-ending such a thing that it will always keep on enhancing. It will not say HTML5 is done. Okay, so that's the point it makes. And then the fourth one, Firefox becomes HTML5 compatible on 2008. Firefox 3 takes steps to allow HTML5 to be viewed on the browser. Chrome, Safari, and eventually IE will follow suit. Okay, it was the Firefox 3 which becomes first HTML5 compatible. Okay, that allows the HTML5 to be allowed. Okay, and the next one is YouTube offers HTML5 video player and Jan 2010. New player can only be activated through TestTube. A better video player will arrive in July 2010. This was announced. Okay, and then Steve Jobs thrashes Flash in an open letter April 2010. What was this? That Steve Jobs just removed the Flash from all its associated apps, so that, and he made use of the HTML5. As I told you, HTML5 came up with the idea of Flash, right? Because it was a drawback on HTML4. So he threw it out and he just made use of the HTML5. Because of in which the other companies who saw these changes in Steve Jobs' company, even they followed this and they even thrashed it. Okay. Then the script document switched to HTML5 May 2010. The online document sharing site script switches to HTML5. This creates a better UI for users who are reading documents on tablets. Okay. Then the next one is Arcade's Fire HTML5 based interactive film is a hit on August 2010. The basic meaning of the sentence is that they created an interactive film with the help of an HTML5, because HTML5 overcome the drawback of HTML4 of JavaScript and every 2D and 3D, right? So it made a film with the help of HTML5 and it became a hit. Okay. The next one is the Chrome Web Store opens December 2010. Chrome opens its web store in HTML5, making non-Apple web apps easy to buy on tablets. It is the basic thing is that the apps which were not being able to buy by the Apple or sell by the Apple, they created a web store in the Chrome and they made these apps to be sold easily through this. Okay, and then by seeing these all changes, many companies even changed to HTML5 for their enhancement from HTML4 to HTML5 and made use of this HTML5 in their company. So the companies are Disney and Pandora, and then came the Amazon, and then the Twitter, and then Boston Globe, and then Flick, then LinkedIn, and then Wix. These all companies slow by slow, and eventually they changed to HTML5 by seeing its enhancement and seeing its outcoming of work. So even they changed because of these history. They saw what was the revolution of HTML5 and how better it was from HTML4. So this is the history of HTML5. HTML5 was really very compatible for many things, and it really came up with many new features, and it overcome the drawbacks of HTML4 also. Okay, now we are going to learn about the features of the HTML5 as well as the API. Okay, so let me first list down the features of the HTML5. HTML media. Second one is the HTML graphics, and third one is the HTML API. Okay, so media can be further divided into more 5 parts. Okay, the first one is the HTML media again. Media means the multimedia. I'm so sorry. And the second one is the HTML video. Third one is the HTML audio. Fourth one is the HTML plugins. And the fifth one is the HTML view. Okay. And when it comes to HTML graphics, even that can be divided into further 2 parts. That is HTML canvas and then the HTML SVG. And the third one is the HTML API. It can be further divided into 5 more parts. That is HTML geolocation, then the HTML drag or drop, then the HTML web store or storage. Sorry. Okay. Then HTML web WordPress. Then comes the HTML SSE. Okay. So I'll explain you one after the other. Okay. Okay. Now let's start with the media. Media stands for multimedia. Okay. Okay. Multimedia comes in many different formats. It can be almost anything you can hear or see. Example like images or music or songs or sounds, video, everything which you can hear and see comes under multimedia. Web page often contains multimedia elements of different types and formats. Okay, this is all about the multimedia. Now let's see what is video. Okay, as you know, video is something which you see. Okay, video is something which you see in a pictorial format. So as I have told you earlier also, in HTML4 video, audio, such functionalities or media multimedia functionality was not present, right? This HTML5 has overcome those drawbacks. So when we see on HTML5, this video is helpful to present and video in your website. So for this, we just need to make use of 2 tags. One is the video tag and one is the source. Okay. We just need to make use of these 2 tags to display our video in the web page. Now let's go for an audio. The similar way, audio is something which you listen, right? You have often seen in many websites or web pages, there are audios, videos, and every multimedia is present there, right? So this audio will give you some interaction or some informatical thing or some information will be given through this audio. Even for this, we will need 2 tags. One is the audio tag and next one is the source tag. Okay. And the fourth one is the plugins. When we talk about plugins are helpers. Okay, we can shortly tell them as helpers. Okay, helper application, that is plugins, are computer programs that extend the standard functionality of a web browser. Example of well-known plugins are Java applets. Okay, you would have heard this Java applets. Plugins can be added to web pages with the help of 2 tags. One is the object tag and the next one is the embed tag. Okay, we just need to make use of these 2 tags and we can embed our plugins and make those things everything fine. I have already given you the examples like Flash, Rodok and etc. Right? So when we use object and then we use embed. Embed is used to insert the plugins like Java applets, PDF readers and Flash players in web pages. Okay. And when it comes to embed element is supported in all major browsers. The embed element also defines an embedded object within an HTML document. Okay, now let's go for HTML YouTube. So what is YouTube? YouTube, nothing so far. We just need to make use of one tag in this and we can embed our YouTube videos. Okay. The tag is iframe. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is just upload your video in the YouTube and there will be an option for you to embed it, right? So when you click on it, you will get a complete URL with along with an embedded or ID of your video. So you just need to copy that and you just need to paste it in your iframe under an attribute SRC. Okay, that's all with HTML YouTube. Okay, this is all about the HTML medium. Now let's go for HTML graphics. HTML graphics is further divided into two parts. One is the canvas and one is the SVG. Now let's talk about canvas. The HTML canvas element is used to draw graphics via a JavaScript. It's just a container, but to do a graphics, you need to make use of a JavaScript. Okay, Canvas has several methods for drawing parts, boxes, circles, text, and adding images also. But these all things will be taught to you in depth in upcoming sections. Okay, and the second part one is the SVG. Now, what is SVG? SVG. I'll first tell what it stands for. Okay, scalable vector graphics. Okay, SVG stands for scalable vector graphics. Both are related. Canvas as well as SVG both are related to a graphics itself. Okay, for I just missed one thing. In Canvas, we'll make use of just one tag, that is the canvas tag, and when it comes to SVG, we'll make use of the SVG tag. Okay, these all things will be even taught to you in the upcoming videos or in upcoming sections very soon. Okay, so just keep in mind that these both are used for graphics. It's just a container for graphics, but for doing these graphics you need to make use of the JavaScript. Okay, even in SVG we can draw the circles, the rect, the polygons, each and everything can be drawn with the help of this also. Okay.